The word restart means to start again. However, restart starts are not all the same. And so when we think about it, we're starting again means it's not something completely brand new. It's something we've experienced before. And so sometimes we might be legitimately starting from scratch, but most of the time we are further along due to our learnings and previous experiences that we have within whatever we're restarting. Welcome back to episode 76 of Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson. Thank you for everyone that listened to my 15-week series on my book, Defeating the Unbeatable. Once again, if you have not received your signed copy of Defeating the Unbeatable, please contact me and we will make that happen. This week, we are getting back to just the week in and week out different lessons of different topics that come to mind as I am going through my daily life. And this week's topic fits in very well with our current time of year we're in, and specifically with myself and my family. And that's the idea of restarting. So, with the school year starting back up, there are a lot of mixed emotions. Feelings of wishing the summer wasn't over, the knowledge of the upcoming exhaustions for parents and teachers with all the different things going on, and for students as well, to the excitement of seeing friends you haven't seen all summer, and the being back on a consistent schedule, which I know for our family is huge, being back on that consistent schedule. All of these are extremely viable feelings and are all a part of the restarting process. The word restart means to start again. However, restart starts are not all the same. And so when we think about it, we're starting again means it's not something completely brand new. It's something we've experienced before. And so sometimes we might be legitimately starting from scratch, but most of the time we are further along due to our learnings and previous experiences that we have within whatever we're restarting. This knowledge that we have gathered allows us to go in with better confidence than the previous year or the previous month or maybe a previous job. You may be saying that nothing I did seemed to work with that previous experience. Well, while that is could be true, it still can make it harder to start than you maybe previously would have thought, but you know what didn't work. And so while you still are struggling to figure out what could work, you've got knowledge that you need to work on some other things. And it doesn't mean you're not going to go through trials of different things that have taken place, but it lets you know that you are further along. For me as a teacher, each year in the spring, right before I leave school for the summer, I survey my students about things they felt went well in class, as well as those that didn't work well for them. I then take this information and see how I can implement it into changes for the upcoming school year when I'm able to restart. In baseball, each team goes through this idea of restarting each year based on the previous year. They have many of the same parts, such as typically the town, the team name, the stadium, and many of the players. However, they are not in the exact same place as they were the previous year. You have some new players, maybe some new coaches. Everyone's a year older, but they use the learnings from the previous year to make improvements. And that is key when restarting to make improvements. In the Bible, the disciples had to restart when Jesus was crucified. They had been able to lean on him with his physical presence, but now must continue spreading the word in a new way without Jesus and his physical presence. They had to lean on what he had taught them to be able to go out and spread the word, knowing Jesus would not be there teaching. So, some action steps for this week. First one is when encountering a situation when you know a restart is coming, reflect, Ask coworkers and bosses what are some of your successes, obstacles, and things that you maybe failed in that previous situation. So digging deeper. Second one is to think about those areas that were not successful and how you can improve them. For example, with my classes, one of the things students mentioned was pacing of the lessons and getting tired of sitting still. So I've started looking at ways that I can have them get up, move around, change it up a little bit to help them be more successful and more actively involved. And then finally, apply these concepts into your daily life. Each day is an opportunity for a restart. You have things you learned from the previous day and situations that have molded you, and it will help you in that next day. So use the information and improve. The quote this week is, "It's okay to restart and recreate. Don't spend time beating yourself up over something that went wrong. There's always another chance." Thank you for continuing to watch these episodes and being actively involved. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you take this information. I hope you guys have a great day and defeat the week.